Two warriors gonna be fighting.
Listen.
And it's gonna be a great fight.
Sam, in your opinion, are we likely to ever see Conor Mayweather and others?
We're gonna see Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna see Mayweather fight.
Sam, in your opinion, are we likely to ever see Conor Mayweather and others?
We're gonna see Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. To ever see Conor Mayweather and others?
We're gonna see Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna see Mayweather Pacquiao.
History controversy live.
We're gonna see Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna see Mayweather Pacquiao.
Is Conor out the right now?
I got Conor too. So it's gonna be.
Before I run it back, I'm gonna say that is the Sam Watson. You know those two twins, those two brothers that's at every single fight, you know, that they just standing in the ring? Those are his sons. This man, Sam Watson, is the right-hand man, the conduit, the front man for Al Haymon, the most powerful man in boxing. But aren't you sick and tired of it? If you don't know, Floyd Mayweather is taking on Marcos McDonald September the 13th, 2014 in a rematch. There's been rumors every single year, and so many people have been saying it, from Jeff Mayweather to Roger Mayweather to Floyd Sr. to that old man with all the buttons on his hat. Everybody been saying Mayweather versus Pacquiao going to happen in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. And now you got Sam Watson, the right-hand man, saying, yeah, confidently. So right down below is the website I'm associated with, Real Combat Media. Also, right below that, you're going to see the full interview for IFL TV. IFL TV is the overseas version of basically boxing. They got that shit on Smash. There's no better way to put it. If you don't know what I mean by they got that shit on Smash, they're the #1 over there. And right now it's BROOK weekend. Sean Porter. See, BROOK might win. It's Sean Porter versus BROOK weekend right now, with less than 12 hours before the fight, before they step into the ring. And they're over, BROOK's team, and Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, and even IFL TV, my man Coogan Cassius, they're all over there in LA in support of BROOK. So he runs into Sam Watson, Coogan Cassius runs into Sam Watson and gets this interview where, once again, let's run it back.
The biggest fight ever, man. And it's gonna be a great fight.
Sam, in your opinion, are we likely to ever see Conor Mayweather and others?
We're gonna see Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna see Mayweather Pacquiao.
Is Conor out the right now?
So, let me see when the interview was. The interview was on August the 14th. That was on a Thursday. It's August the 16th right now. The fight is today. So it's very recent. Now, if you don't know, Floyd Mayweather is his own boxing promoter under Mayweather Promotions. If I'm correct, this will be the last. See, I'm not sure how it works. But as it stands right now, Floyd Mayweather can promote his fights in Vegas and in New York. He can promote himself. Now, as far as somebody they need to do all that, Al Haymon can't do it. Because see, Al Haymon is a manager. Al Haymon can't just take over Mayweather Promotions, even though he can do it from behind closed doors. He can't just take over Mayweather Promotions and then just be the sole promoter. They got to have a front man like a Sam Watson or a Leonard Ellaby, or whatever's going to go on with Richard Schaefer once his contract is up with Golden Boy. Richard Schaefer still makes money from Golden Boy Promotions. That's a whole different video. I'm not going to get into that, but what I'm going to say is, aren't you tired of it? 2010, 2011, 2013, 2014, 2015. No, when are they going to fight? And both of these fighters, they have to fight. You can say all you want, Mayweather don't need him, and if you're a Pacquiao fan, you say Floyd is ducking him. Both of these fighters in this generation, in this era, this is their era. Floyd, #1, Manny Pacquiao, #2. No matter how you look at it, that's just the way it's sliced up. But they have to fight. And if they do not fight, Manny Pacquiao saying he retired in 2016. Floyd's supposed to be retiring in 2016. His contract with Showtime is going to be up. If he beats Marcos McDonald in 2 more fights, he could be 50-0. 3 more fights after Marcos McDonald, a rematch, he could be 50-0. But it all depends on, and not to mention be 50-0, but capture so many belts For example, Floyd Mayweather is the 147-pound champion. He's the 154-pound champion. If he was to fight Miguel Cotto, for example, in a rematch at 160 pounds, a catch weight of like 155, that'll fly with Floyd. Floyd can be the 147-pound, 154-pound, and 160-pound champion. Now, if he wants to do something, top it all off, fight Danny Garcia, beat him if he's still undefeated. So you can say you beat the 140-pound champion, and if you wanted to move to 140, you could have took his belt. You're the 147-pound champion, 154-pound champion, 164-pound champion. He can do all that in just a small amount of 3 fights. And then fight Pacquiao for that final fight, and then be the 147-pound champion, having all the belts, outside of the IBF, and he can go that route too. He can fight Manny Pacquiao and fight the winner of Sean Porter, Kell Brook. Both of those fights to sell regardless, and have every single belt in the 147-pound division. You can fight Erislandy Lara, for his belt, but nobody wants to see that. He lost to Canelo. So you get where I'm going with this. We've been hearing this stuff for so many years now, it makes you tired. So when I see somebody as credible as Sam Watson, the right-hand man of Haymon, saying, yeah, I be like, yeah. But if somebody's saying something like that, like the caliber of this guy, you should believe it, right? I just don't, because see, at this point in time, our Haymon fighters don't fight top-ranked fighters. If you don't know that, do some research. And the only way they usually end up fighting if it's some type of purse bid or something, where the last one was Vasil Lomachenko versus Gary Russell, where Lomachenko had to go over to enemy territory, the Showtime top rank, to get that belt from, at that point in time, a somewhat overrated Gary Russell Jr. So when you got, for example, the next fight that may be ordered, that may force these two promotional companies to work together, maybe Matvey Korobov, who the WBO has or is going to order a purse bid for him to fight Peter Quillen. And the WBO is basically like in the bed with HBO, because the 140-pound, no, the 130-pound WBO champion is on HBO. 135, Crawford is on HBO, WBO. 140, Chris Algieri is on HBO, WBO. Manny Pacquiao, 147, WBO on HBO. Demetrius Andre, WBO on HBO. And then you got that 160 WBO on Showtime, Peter Kid Chocolate Quillen. So you see where I'm going with this? You even got Sergey Kovalev, WBO 175 pounds. And the list goes on. So you see where I'm going with this? There's so many different ways that these guys can go, but somebody's going to be the biggest year in boxing. As you can see right now, I'm just so frustrated talking about it, because we hear the same shit all the time. And we're getting fights like Adrian Broner versus Emmanuel Taylor, and Lucas Matisse versus Roberto Ortiz, and they're not fighting each other. And then Danny Garcia, Rod Salka, and then Lamont Peterson, Edgar Santana not fighting each other. They should have had Rod Salka, Edgar Santana fight each other. That's what they should have had. And now you can pour on Rod Salka. He got to go back to Showbox where he belongs. But this is T Street Controversy. T Street Controversy Live. The link is right below. Please subscribe. I cover every single major fight live. I do all my videos live, uncut. So basically what I was doing, I was sitting here, doing some research, and I was like, oh yeah, let me do this video real quick. Grab my controversial hoodie, grab my hat, got up here and hit the button. T Street Controversy, T Street Controversy Live.